I do think the mainstream media definitely has a role to play. Like obviously, like there's been a lot of focus on trans people in particular, and kind of a
Mm,
fear mongering, which trans people are such a small proportion of the population, and there's like a fear mongering which kind of mirrors the 1980s, the conversations about gay people, gay men in particular, about people not being safe in certain spaces with trans people and so on. And
mm,
although transphobia is definitely on the rise, but that does embolden people who just don't like people who are different. And I think people who may have views that are, homophobic or transphobic now feel that this is kind of more okay to have these
yeah,
views. So I think that's definitely something that's been happening. And I also do think the obviously the rise of kind of the far right in the UK. I think in general, um, people are kind of a bit frustrated with the economy. People are frustrated with, um, well, the fact that prices are going up and incomes aren't going up and
yeah,
all those things, energy prices are going up. And I think sometimes people kind of lash out at the other, and
yeah,
the other can be migrants, it can be, asylum seekers, it can be women, it can be trans people, it can be gay people, and so on. So I do think there's kind of a almost like a perfect storm of media kind of othering people and creating kind of fear about LGBTQ plus people, but also I think people genuinely and rightfully are frustrated with their lives, and I think sometimes that can lead to people kind of blaming others. So the whole like idea that DEI is now diversity, equity, and inclusion is causing people to get promoted who wouldn't otherwise be promoted and all
mm,
this. I mean, it's not really true, but I can see why if you're a white 60-year-old man who, was made redundant and struggling to make ends meet, you might think that, oh, without really understanding what it is, you might think that diversity, equity, inclusion is meaning that women are getting promoted above him or migrants are getting or gay people or whatever. And
yeah.
then I think that leads people to lash out. So